Hello and welcome to the Handicapable Black Woman Throne Room. My view of humanity is a whole new tea. Whoo! I use well, first, hi, hello, how are you? Grab something to sip on, grab something to nibble on, eat, because I'm going to be spilling some petty. Today is going to be more politics. I'm going to dive right back in to dating nightmares and all of the other topics I say I'm going to go into. I will get to, but when it comes to disability life, and since I'm still like a disabled in training, I know some people won't get it because, especially, I was born with my disability. And like I've said in Disability Nightmare series, I have so many series, but anyway, I've talked about how I am trying to see if I could take them to court. I should be able to sue. It's like these people literally blamed me. I was punished for 37 years for walking differently, for moving differently. And it's like, even at people at my church, oh, you're just lazy. Oh, you just don't love God enough. And just all of the emotional abuse to the point where I've said in other episodes, and yeah, go watch the other episodes. I tell those, like, I have so much more to tell, but like even with ballet and gym class and just so many other things, riding my bike and stuff. Like I was ABUSC so much. My mental health was sunken to the point where the devil could say hello to my self-esteem. That's how low it was. And it's just, I should be able to sue. It's like I've said before, I tried calling Sam and I've learned, okay, I can't call the big leagues. I can't call the ones you see on TV. Skip them. Gonna have to do more research, dig deeper, and things like that. And I'm gonna have to write just a long email of my story to send so that they can know that it's like with Call Sam, they were like, I took too long. I'm like, how can I take too long when doctors told me that I was to blame, that there was nothing wrong with me. They wouldn't test me. Like they wouldn't do anything. They just they would look at previous records, it seemed like, or just anyways, listen to the stories because I'm going to be spilling so much more on that. And especially as someone with a disability, people don't understand my story, which is why I have this channel. As a black person, people don't understand my story because it's especially going to certain doctors, especially white cis men. They act like I'm just talking about my situation so I can get painkillers, whatever. And it's like, no, okay? I like my grandmother was full blood Native American. While growing up, I loved looking up like remedy. Like my mom had even books on different national remedy type of books and stuff. With the internet, I love looking at if you should see my collect. Like I love doing things the natural way, but at the same time with my disability, yeah, I have to take, but is and I'm using yoga and I'm looking up other mental that yeah, so anyway, I'm a I'm a disabled in training. And so you're going to hear so much more on that as well. But today's story with politics is focused on the woman because as a black person, I've had the racist doctors who, I mean, yeah, watch the, okay, I'm not, in my opinion, Dr. George is a racist, is a bigot. Can I prove it without a reasonable doubt? I'm not sure. I think so because the way he just ignored me blew me off when he would not do anything. It's like he was just like, oh, just walk it off. Oh, lose weight. Go home and lose weight. And but then when I saw his friend, oh yeah, listen to that episode because once I saw his friend doctor at another, yeah, it gets petty because yeah, and even if I, oh no, I like to the point. No, I will lose. I will lose part of my pain I will lose, like, because I don't know, part of me, I'm scared because of everything I've been through, but I will lose part of the pain and dread and self hate. I was at a point where every day I would wake up and just say, I hate myself. I hate my life. Why was I here? Why am I born? It's like, why doesn't my mom love me? Why does she hate me so much? That's what I thought of every single day when I woke up. Every single day. Even after she died, that's what I thought. Even after she died, that's what I thought. I mean, I still think about that stuff sometimes of like how does a mother hate their daughter so much that they didn't pay attention, they didn't listen when I said what was going on because I didn't know I had a disability, but and I would say the truth, but then I got spanked for it. Like so that I'm just I can't wait. I can't wait because I want to, instead of gaining like just hate for myself, I want to lose some of this pain. And even if it's just seeing them on the stand and now they can't lie, because that's the main thing. Like they cannot lie. All of them kept accusing me of lying. They kept accusing me of lying. But now who's lying now? They owe me. They owe me. And yes, okay. Some people are like, okay, blah, 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 shut up, get to your subject. But it's, I speak on behalf of a lot of people out there with disabilities who doctors ignored them, blew them off, didn't care, didn't listen. I'm talking to the ones who are on Medicare or Medicaid, and it's like with their symptoms and things like that, doctors don't listen or don't care or tell them to figure it out. Or sometimes when they don't look visible, like, oh, whatever, I'm not giving you disability, go get a job. It's like because I worked one, two, three, four jobs at the same time. There was one time where I had 5 jobs at the same time, and it's like, and I remember I'm going to get to the subject in a minute, but it all comes together, whatever. But I remember when my mom looked at me, she was like, I know you're not going to all these jobs. You're nothing but a liar. And she just kept saying, you're nothing but a liar. And I was money was coming in. I'm paying off when someone stole my credit. My bank didn't believe me, so then I had to pay that off, and then credit cards and stuff because I was trying to like get my life together and buy things that I needed in order to look the part for job interviews and blah 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 blah. And then student loans, trying to pay that off, but then since the career jobs wouldn't hire me, like just paying whatever I could at the same time, to the point where yeah, my life fell apart and no one would listen, no one would care. When I needed a voice, when I needed the law, when I needed just someone to listen, no one wanted to. No one still wanted to listen. It was frustrating. And getting to the video of today, like, oh, and I think I've mentioned before, but the host of Couch Politics, ooh, like, okay, it's like physically and mentally, he is a hot tea. Remember, I'm a sapiosexual, but oh my gosh, it's like, why can't I find more men like him? If I could find men like him, I won't be. Oh, I don't think I would be single. Like I would be. Oh, I would be married. Oh, and it's like, okay, I'm not saying that I'm obligated to cook every day or whatever, but you know what? I would cook at least a lot of the days because I'm going to be working on my novels, I'm going to be working on my business and everything I want to work on. But if I could find, like, see, that's a man right there. Oh yeah, watch the episode. Like, I mean, because physically and like just the way he breaks things down, and like he has that empathy and sympathy and compassion and the open mindedness, and it's like women like myself, because like women are different. Some men just think all of us need to act the same, be the same, or whatever, and just be submissive or whatever. It's like just shut up. And it's just I need an intellectual. I need someone who will dive into these type of topics with me, and it's hard to find that. And or I meet guys who can't communicate, refuse to communicate, or some I've had men who tell me I'm obligated to talk to them because they're like, oh yeah, I'll reply, but yeah, it's like it's girly, it's feminine to start a conversation. It's like it's like like yeah, I said hey every day because I wanted to make sure you knew to contact me, whatever. But after a certain point, I trained you to, and it's like you trained, like hold up, you trained me, that's then I blocked them, but then yeah. Then they want to find me on social media and start calling me out of my name. Yeah, like look at the dating nightmares. I already show so many examples or whatever, but and I'm gonna have a series, not a series, but I'm gonna have, well, a group. Well, no, it will be a series or whatever of some of the or as many as I can of the married men who have tried to date me, which is disgusting. Which is disgusting. But it helps me lead right to the subject because okay, with Shark Tank. Ooh, that one host. It's like I love Shark Tank. That like especially while my mom was telling me that if I try to start my own business, she would throw me out the house and throw all of my stuff out. She told me that she would force me to watch her put my stuff, my belongings in garbage bags because she would want to watch me cry. And then after that, she said she would be nice enough to let me keep my car, but she said that I would have to watch her throw everything away before I go, because she said that there was no way that I was ever going to start a business or start a YouTube channel or write my books and everything like that. And that's one reason why I am so determined to do everything she said I would never be able to do unless she kicked me out or whatever. So anyway, it's like, so when I watched Shark Tank, that show meant a lot to me because watching people live their dreams or pursue their dreams of starting a business and do something that they're passionate about, I loved. It's like, and I mean, I still like the show, but especially learning about some of the hosts and how Republican and how disgusting. Well, okay, and this is all in my opinion, remember? All in my opinion. But how disgustingly they are close to, like, okay, no, okay, you already know which one I'm talking about because he's in this episode that I'm, like, yeah, he disgusts me. I can't stand him. But at least I know if I ever try to be on the show, I will not target him. It's like I won't, like, I mean, I might look him in the eye out of respect, but other than that, I'm just like, nah, no handshakes, don't get near me. Like, in my opinion, you might be a bigot. In my opinion, he is, but I might be wrong. But it's like, I just feel like once he gets home, he may say some things. So, but, and also the way that he doesn't care about this court case and the Epstein trials and everything like that, and how the same man who says I'm going to protect women, it's like without their choice I'm going to I can't quote it, but I remember the way he said it. He was like, they don't have a choice, whatever, I'm going to protect women. But then the same man who said he wants to grab women by the kitty says that, and then 23 women accused him of doing some, Epstein type of behavior. But then he's going to keep saying, I'm going to protect women. And then he's been married 3 times and cheated on a bunch, like, cheated on them. And but it's like, one was like, oh, he didn't cheat on the second one. That you know of. That you know. Do you know how many married men have contacted me? Do you know how many married men have tried to date me? Do you think their wives know? I mean, if they're polygamy, like, I'm not talking about the polygamy situations, because to me that's not cheating. If they're in that type of situation, they're doing what they do and they playing the way they want to. I'm like, hey, like, to me, I'm like, hey, do your thing, okay. It's like as long as they're both happy and they're both knowledgeable of the situation of what's going on, and it does not turn into a situationship. Hey, I applaud. I'm like, do what you gotta do. Like, I mean, you only live once. And to me, like, sexuality and everything, I'm like, hi, play like you at the playground. But anyway, so yeah, I'm talking about the non-polygamy type of men who goes behind their wives or even girlfriends' backs and cheat and find other women to do things with without their knowledge, and sometimes even putting their health at risk. It's just repulsive, it's disgusting, it's awful, it's terrible. But then you gotta have this host from Shark Tank who he's on this show quite a lot. I see him a lot with the Couch Politics YouTube channel, and each almost every episode he disgusts me. He just disgusts me. It's like I already know, like what, like him and I in a room, like we would have like nothing to talk about. It's like I wouldn't want to tell him about my business because I would never want him to have any type of relationship or any type of agree. Like, no, I would not want his help because he would not have any type of compassion for my demographic, for the people I want to help. And, like, even with my greeting cards, I want to put happy, I want to cheer up and put a smile on people's faces and stuff. But then even with my LGBTQ, he would understand, and just like it, just so many different things. But with the whole Epstein trial or whatever, he was just like, why is it a big deal? Who cares? Who? Okay, because I'm gonna be going on that one. I'm gonna be hitting hard on that one because the who cares part. And like I started off my episode with my disability and things like that, it's like I've heard people tell me, who cares now? Why take them to court? Okay, you're diagnosed now. Woo, okay. It's like your family's gonna make sure that you're okay, you're decent, when it's like, oh, a company won't hire you. Just get disability. Be happy you have a disability. I don't want to work. That's the crap I hear. And they're like, but who cares anyway? It's like they're doctors. They know what they're talking about. They know you can handle yourself. That's the kind of garbage I hear. That is the ignorance, awful, terrible, stupid, naive, poorly educated. But yeah, we have to remember that the orange guy loves the poorly educated. The orange guy loves the poorly educated. And so that's one reason why it's like I feel like nah. Like that's why I do this channel, because I try to educate and tell people my perspective, because a lot of people, they stereotype people with disabilities too much. They stereotype women too much, especially little girls, and some men, they want to say, "Oh, women aren't 12. Women aren't 12." And I'm women are not 12 years old. I don't know why so many men want to say this, but then I do know, like sometimes I'm just like, it's the same reason why maybe a lot of Republican men are getting arrested for certain crimes right now, and why so many Republican states are trying to lower the legal age of marriage. And also they're trying to make sure that once the man marries the woman, she can no longer charge the guy of certain crimes and stuff like that. And so that's yeah, it's like, if you keep up with the news, and yet a lot of a lot of the Republican states are doing that. Yeah. And so when a host like this has the nerve to say, who cares? Why do we care? We have to look at the actions of what this country is doing and how they look at women. Because if we have a so-called leader that has, like I said, he said he can grab women by the kitty because he's rich and all this other mess. And then he had that one interview and stuff talking about his age limit is like 12. He said it. He said in the interview his age limit is 12. It's like, hold on, wait, like what? That's not a woman. That's not a woman. And then story after story after story, everyone's letting us know. And this is a so called leader. And we now have all these men who are going around saying, it's like, I should have a woman. I shouldn't be single. But these women have to behave. They have to do this. They have to act right. I need to put them straight. I need to do this. I need to, because women, they don't know how to be feminine. They don't know how to act right. They need to understand men. It's like if I cheat on them, they just need to forgive. And it's like, and then some women have the nerve to say, "Oh well, I iron his clothes before he cheats on me." Yeah, and people wonder why I'm still a Christian and spiritual, but I'm more spiritual Christian. But yeah, some people wonder why I don't really like. I might listen to my bishop, but I more now listen to watch out for some of the Republican things he says. Because yes, like he tried brainwashing me for so many years, but it's like he didn't like. Yeah, I was waking up. I woke up like my later years in high school when I kind of realized this doesn't sound right. This kind of sounds ignorant. This kind of sounds like yeah, this doesn't sound like the Bible. But yeah, anyway. Yeah, he used that Bible, but anyway. But it's just this host from Shark Tank wants to know why we should care. Well, if you're gonna try to let this go and you still have like, because he was like, oh, he's dead, he's still dead, like, and he kept saying it. He kept like, he's dead, he'll be dead tomorrow. Like, well, the women who were victims, a lot of them are alive. And one of them died because she couldn't take the pain anymore. That's why we need to cover this. Because this happens to a lot of women. This happens to a lot of women, but a lot of women are too scared to voice out because are people going to believe her? And it's like sometimes they're so scared that they shower and they just want the pain to like be washed away or whatever. But then it's too late, like the DNA is gone. So then how are they going to test or prove it and everything like that? And then especially if the men are rich, especially if the men are rich, especially if the men are rich, white, cis, yeah, yeah. It's like, and it's real. That's one reason why I even mentioned in a previous episode. Do you wonder why white cis men keep trying to point the finger to trans women? They're opposite, and also a group of people who the church will despise and go against. It's like, see, do you see, like, even though, how many documentaries have I watched about people being harmed from children to grown women, like sexually harmed or whatever, but then it was by the cops, it was by like Congress people or lawyers or like the political people from the state, or it was the Catholic priests, or each time it was white cis men, but in those leading roles. But then I'm like, I haven't watched one about a trans woman. I'm not saying it doesn't happen ever, but I keep watching. Like, I th- I've watched so many about white cis men in powerful positions doing that, and then I remember like when I got pulled over by that cop because I had my college graduation tassel hanging from, like, that's the only reason he pulled me over. So yeah, but it was really because I was black and he needed to find a reason. But then he fondled me for like 15 to 20 minutes or even longer or whatever. But yeah, yeah, yeah. I wish they had the cameras on then. I wish they had the cameras on then. I've already told that full story in previous episodes too, but it's just crazy how this jerk from Shark Tank has the nerve to ask, who cares? But then look at the abortion laws. If a man like forces themselves on the woman and impregnates her, she can't get like, and a lot of us women, we don't know we're pregnant until the 6 week mark or past it. But then by that time, they're like, no, well, God wanted, like, stop it. And to me, it's like part of me just feels like, okay, God forbid, like I hate that this happens to women. But I'm at a point where I'm just like, if that does happen, every single week, go to those abortion clinics. If you want to keep it, keep it. And yes, I'm your body, your choice when it comes to that option. But I'm just saying, it's like since they say after 6 weeks you don't have a choice, and since you won't, like some of us, we won't know if you are scared or if you need that option. And especially if you want to make sure you have, like, just, okay, I won't go too far into that. And I mean, as a Christian woman, it's like, for myself, I am pro-life, but at the same time, as a society, I'm pro-choice. You're a grown woman. Do what is right for you. So that's why I'm saying, it's like, if we're at a point where, don't wait those 6 weeks. Go every week if you have to. Go every week if you have to. But anyway, it's, he has the nerve to ask who cares. He has the nerve to ask who, like, and it's with the laws going on right now and how they're trying to take as many options away from women, because even DEI and even how jobs hire is like a lot of, it's really funny how many white women didn't realize they were part of the whole DEI when it comes to work, like employment and everything. They didn't realize until they got laid off because of it. It's like they were like, yeah, take it away, take it away. Oh, I lost my job. Oh crap, yeah. Do I feel bad for, like, if they voted for Trump? Do I feel, no, I don't. I don't feel bad for them. You got what you voted for. You got what you voted for. Because he has a black woman with a disability. Yeah, do you, like, because some people are like, oh well, it's against the law to not hire. Shut up. Shut, like, anyway, but they want to ask who cares. It's like we have passport bros and we have all of these male influencers talking about how to be a man, but then they tell, like, women, be submissive and cook, stay at home, don't get a job. It's like your job is to make kids and to make sure you make your man feel good. And oh, but if he cheats, get over it. If he does you wrong, get over it. Oh, if he hurts you physically, get over it. Oh, but don't save money. Don't do this. Because trust your man. He will do what's right. But yeah, if he leaves you, he'll leave you with nothing because you don't deserve anything because you didn't work. What in the world? It's like, I have heard all of this stuff, especially the money part. And that's why I say you get a job or find a way to have some money in the bank or get a prenup to the point where, especially if he cheated on you, put automatic 50%. Okay. Okay. Yeah. I've had enough men try to, it's like they tell me, you need to act feminine, you need to do this, you need to do that. But then they're asking me for money. They're asking for my car. They're asking for what I have. And then they want me to take out all the money from my investments and all the hard work that I've worked on so they can go on a cruise and they can go, oh, I want the new Jordans. I want the new this and that. Oh, a majority of these men are white, not black. Because I know some people are like, oh, they were black. No, so a couple of them, but 80% of them, no, 60% of them white. And then a couple Asian. And then some black. And some Hispanic. Yeah, it's like I was trying to find just a good guy. I don't care what color. Some black people try to judge me because I did outside my race. I don't care. Like, a lot of black men say I act too white, act too proper. I'm not. Oh, black women are not supposed to invest. Black women aren't supposed to own jobs or own businesses. Black women aren't, black people aren't. Okay, well, yeah, if you keep saying black women aren't, but then you're still single, maybe you need to kind of monitor or view what you're talking about. Maybe it's like you want such, like, I guess a different topic for a different day. But ladies, if a man has the nerve to say who cares, it's like this case symbolizes how they look at us. This case says so much. So much. Thank you so much for listening to the Handicapable Black Woman Throne Room. I am a woman, I am of color, and I am handicapable. But most importantly, I am human, and you're human too.